Hello, and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing Yamaha's N-500 active speakers that are also part of Yamaha's MusicCast architecture, meaning on board, not only are they a standalone speaker, but they have Spotify, Tidal and Deezer support and streaming. They have optical inputs and outputs. There's all manner of different features on board of a compact, easy to use, easy to get the most out of bookshelf speaker. So let's have a look. Now Yamaha's packaging, there's a lot of compliance on the top of these things, including some advertising associated with some of the streaming services. Same goes on the sides and fronts. We've got all of this as far as what's in and out and where to go to get the app and iPad compliance, all of those types of things. It's very subtly they've added a little bit of colour just to make it a little statement, but the packaging in general is very beautiful. Opening it's really easy. I mean, these are factory sealed with a little bit of sellotape, so very straightforward as far as opening. You'll see that I always try where I can to just nick and then tear open the box. It means you avoid running a craft knife potentially across the product and maybe cutting it. But as we drill in, any fear of damaging anything is actually avoided by Yamaha adding a little piece of cardboard to protect their product and stop exactly that. Drilling in, and I'll just sort of get a wee look at what's in there. Drilling in, we've got basic information about MusicCast and where to go to get the app. We've got worldwide dealer information as far as where to go for resource and help. A supplementary page for Pandora, one for Spotify, so that's good. And their proper user manual. Now this is multilingual. Most people are using an app to control this, and the app's really simple. So even when you're thinking about buying one of these products, download the app and you can do a demo of it and actually see. There's an invitation to Spotify Premium and a warranty card for Australia and New Zealand. Then there's the comprehensive owner's manual. Now there's a lot of paperwork with this product, so it's good. They've invested in a traditional printed brochure for this, printed manual for this product. Drilling in, we get to see a few more of the resources. This is a balanced cable to connect left and right between the two products, ensuring that they all sound the same. There is a network cable, an RJ45. Now this isn't to be used as a network cable from the wall. It's actually there's a link required, also using a network protocol, to allow communication between the two speakers. And then there are two identical IEC power cords, one for each speaker. There's a little credit card sized remote control, very limited as far as its functions, doesn't need to be, because again most people are going to use an app inside the MusicCast architecture to control this product. Now there's a big piece of polystyrene protecting these, and to be honest, given the weight of the speakers, I'm going to do this. By tipping it over and taking the box off, it makes it much easier and much safer to unbox these speakers. And then lifting polystyrene off is very straightforward, revealing each of these speakers. Now, normally, when a speaker is a pair, I would probably only unbox one, but these aren't identical, so we're going to have a look at both today. Now the polystyrene, as you saw, is very firm. These are really well wedged into its packaging. If we look for a moment at what will be the master, it has the bubble paper protecting it. Now I've opted to open a pair of white speakers today. These are available in matte black, white, and a wood grain, a walnut. They're covered off all of the very popular colours, but in white they're actually very appealing, so hence why I'm going to open those today. The bubble paper is taped in place in 4 or 5 different locations, and taking it off is relatively straightforward. And there we have it. So there's that speaker. Now we'll pause. Tweeter and mid-bass driver, and Yamaha logo across the front. This one being the master of the two, also has an IR sensor at the front. At the rear of the speaker you see, actually this is the not master, this is the second one. This particular one has a heatsink for its amplification, the link control that I mentioned with the RJ45, the balanced input, and of course the power socket. So moving on to the next one, this will have a few more inputs and outputs, and of course the wireless antenna and network socket for part of its MusicCast architecture. Again, opening the poly paper is really easy. Just a simple nick and it comes away. Okay, so looking at this, we'll see the Wi-Fi aerial comes already connected and taped in place so that it doesn't wobble around. Like the first one that I showed you, it's identical as far as a tweeter, mid-bass and IR sensor. The addition though is a simple little wee LED. It's a tricolour LED letting you know state and other information. So you can change inputs and it'll give you an indication of what you are doing from its remote control. It's not very deep and it's actually really heavy because of course not only is it a very good speaker, but it's got amplification and other things on board, adding to its weight. At the rear, this is the fun. So like the previous one that we've seen, it has an amplification stage and the heatsinks at the rear, a port for the speaker, and above that port is the Wi-Fi aerial. Along there is a simple delineation of left versus right to ensure that you do place these correctly. Underneath that is a network socket. This is the one you will use to connect to your network at home, enabling the streaming and MusicCast related services to be available, including playing music directly off your phone and any computer you might have in your home. There's a USB. This is a USB-B. This is designed to stream media from your computer. So it's a USB input available should these be in a desktop or a classic environment where a computer is the main source. It's got a single optical digital input. Now this is ideal if these speakers are being used with a television or some other device that has an optical output, because it has very limited other inputs available. It's very useful to have a digital one right here. There's the other half of that link cable. Now they've used a yellow socket to help delineate what its options are, and so we don't plug a network socket in. This is the control link between the left and right speaker. You've got the balanced audio out. Now this of course allows the two speakers to communicate perfectly and inform the left and right. You've got wireless. Now this switch relates to auto or off. If you have plugged the network cable in, I do recommend that this is switched off, although please check, this switch may also turn off Bluetooth, but the manual will let you know. Beneath the rest of it is how to set this product up. Now pushing and holding the connect button means that this goes into an explore mode, so to speak, and will pop up within the MusicCast app within seconds, and you can add it to your system or give it a room name, all of those things. Wireless Direct is a function that must be enabled if you are going to use this without a router or other device, and it enables the unit to broadcast and communicate widely and allow your iPad or your Android device to connect to it directly using Wi-Fi rather than having to go through a network. And then you've got a power. Now that's a toggle switch, so in and out, and above that is a source button which selects between all of those sources. Again, use the app, it's much simpler. They've got great looking buttons on the app, it's all colour. You should use the app, but if you have to, you can change the source by selecting it at the rear. What we've also got is some basic gain, minimum, maximum. Now this is essentially just a volume control, but please don't use it as such. This is about understanding what input gain you might need. If you're using this very close, you might want to turn it down, like a near-field environment, or if you're using it to fill a big room, you may wish to turn it up. But don't use it as a volume control, please use the app for that. Now I spotted something I did forget. The 3.5mm auxiliary input. Now this is widely available for any number of different things and could be used for anything from a portable device or plugging in, but it's good to know that they've added optical, USB and 3.5mm analog inputs on this device. So there we have it. Yamaha's MusicCast N-500 active speakers, unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.